All right, sunny days there. Wonder what it looks like in Europe. Our travel lady, Leslie Cater, here this morning to talk about touring Europe this fall. Good morning, Leslie.
Hi, good morning, Cara.
This sounds like an amazing deal, an amazing tour, a lot of different places.
Well, yeah, definitely. The main component of this deal is that if you book this coach tour by the 15th of August and pay, then you get your airfare from Calgary for $4.99.
Awesome. Where are we going?
That's a pretty good deal. So let's talk about the destination. Spain, Portugal and Morocco.
Oh, wow.
Now, that's a lot of people have maybe done Spain and Portugal on their own, but going across into Morocco, you really want to be sure that you're going to very good hotels, particularly in places like Marrakesh and Fez. Let's have a look here. This is part of Lisbon, the old area of Lisbon. One of the stops that you're going to do here, the Alfama region, which was unscarred by a huge earthquake that took place there many years before. You know, here again is the monument in Lisbon to all the explorers who set off, of course, a great departure point for discovering the New World. And I love Portugal, really. It's had its problems economically, but a great place to go for a very well-priced destination. This is in the souk in one of the cities in Morocco. And when I looked at this, it reminded me a little bit of the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul. So you can see all of the spices and the beautiful souvenirs that you can buy there. Very exotic part of the world. And here is an aerial shot from NASA, actually an out-of-space shot, which shows Gibraltar, which you can see on the far left-hand side, that little mountainous sort of peak there. And then on the right-hand side, that is the Straits of Gibraltar, and then you see the land of Morocco there. So it gives you a pretty good idea how narrow those straits are and how important historically they were. Gibraltar has always been obviously very important to the British, and keeping an eye on those straits. People have attempted to swim those straits. Apparently there are sharks in that area as well. So
not recommended.
Not something I would want to include on my tour. But certainly it takes in a lot of highlights of that whole area. A lot of history, a lot of beautiful food, great wine. And it's a coach tour.
And that's the interesting thing is that you're taking a bus to tour all these areas.
Yes. Now, there's pros and cons with bus tours, and you'll get some people who will say, forget it, I'm not going on a bus. And there are other people who swear it's the only way to travel. Because, you know, you can do this kind of thing on your own, but you're going to be maybe driving a car, you don't really see the scenery as much. If you go for one of the high-end first-class tours, then you're going to be in a beautiful, comfortable coach. But the most important thing is when you check your itinerary, make sure that you're not just doing one night in each place. You need those where you have a more leisurely pace, where you've got a couple of nights here and there, so you're not constantly packing and unpacking.
Right, right.
But by doing these kind of tours, you know, you've got your guide on the bus, and people strike up quite a friendship with them, and really take them around the country and see things from a really an inside perspective.
So how much are people going to pay for this tour?
Now, for this particular one, it's 17 days, it's $28.75, and that's fully guided. Most of your meals included, sightseeing, somebody handles your luggage the whole way. If you book this by the 15th of August, then your airfare from Calgary would be only $4.99, which is a pretty good price.
It's a very good price.
It probably works out to savings of about $500 at least, I would imagine. So great way to see this part of the world, especially if you feel that you're not totally up to renting a car and driving on the ferry from Gibraltar to Morocco. Maybe not so much.
Yes, probably not. You let someone else do the driving, obviously, so you can enjoy the sights. Thanks a lot, Leslie. This seems like a really interesting tour of Europe. Cara. And you can call Leslie Cater, the travel lady, at 277-6884 for more information on this trip. You can also visit her on her website, thetravellady.ca.